Amanda in Chicago. Hey, Amanda. Thanks for listening to CPT. What's up?
Oh, hi, Tom. I'm great. How are you?
I'm equal. Yep.
Excellent. Well, I just wanted to say I have been a Pastafarian for many years now, and I'm rather offended that that your other caller is dismissing our religion. We are legitimate believers of the flying spaghetti monster. If you look at my car, I've got a little shiny flying spaghetti monster on the bumper. And I have also been known to wear my religious headgear out in public. You might think of it as a pasta strainer, but it is our official religious headgear. Pastafarianism is very real.
Yeah, I understand that there are over 10 million people who call themselves Pastafarians.
Well, there actually is legal precedent for our recognition as a religion. I believe there was a case in Australia where one of our members wanted to wear his religious headgear and his photo ID for his driver's license, and they said he couldn't because it was a pasta strainer, and he said, no, this is the headgear of my people, and he fought and he won. So his legal ID.
We covered that story on the air here. That was just a few months ago, wasn't it, or last year?
I think it was last year.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling that people are thinking that Pastafarianism was created just because of this Hobby Lobby case, but it's not. We're legitimate. We have been here, and I also am a small business owner, and based on the Hobby Lobby ruling, I have decided that my employees are no longer allowed to spend any portion of their paycheck on gluten-free products.
Uh-oh.
This is very offensive to Pastafarians.
And I have celiac disease.
I'm sorry?
I have celiac disease, Amanda. We are in conflict here.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you cannot work for my company. Or if you choose to, you can pay for your own gluten-free products. That's fine. We don't care. I'm not paying for them, though, so you may not use any portion of money that I pay.
Well, that makes perfect sense. And so for people who don't know what celiac disease is, it's a genetic condition that typically flips on either at birth, and we used to call these children failure to thrive babies, or around the age of 50, oddly enough. It seems to, and it usually follows a bout of food poisoning, which is what happened with me. In fact, it was the year I turned 50. It was 9/11, and I was in Australia, and I got a really, really bad case of food poisoning from being up in the Lockhart River, from river water. And
well, there aren't very many of you, so we don't really worry about it.
Yeah, but so when I eat gluten, it's like other people getting really bad food poisoning, and gluten is the essential protein in pasta, in wheat. So your religion is my medical problem.
Well, yes, but that's not my problem. You see, I mean, we're not going to pay for you to take care of your problem. I mean, just because you have this problem, and you weren't even born with it. It may have been something you chose, for all we know. So we're not going to cover.
No, I was definitely born with it. My father is full-blooded Norwegian, and it's so common in Norway that they test children at birth for this.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, again,
you're not going to accept
really
that because it's science, right?
Problem. So anybody coming to my company and demanding that they be able to use that portion of their paycheck for that's not something I can cover.
And you probably wouldn't pay for the medical testing. When I first discovered, it took a year for me to discover this. I lost 30 pounds. I was bleeding out from the second colonoscopy that punctured my intestine. I mean, it was. I don't want to get into all the gory details, but it was really bad before I figured out that I just had to stop eating gluten. And
I'm sorry, but really, that wouldn't be my problem if I were your boss.
You would not pay for any of that. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. Okay. Not my problem.
All right.
I'm sorry. I mean, if your body chooses to reject the holy body of his noodly appendage, that is really not something I can control. So that is not something I want to pay for.
I understand. Well, it's, I don't think I have any celiac employees, but if I did, it would be a good thing that I'm not a Pastafarian, right? Although I respect the Pastafarianism. No insult intended, Amanda.
You should, and we do believe that his story of creating the earth and the trees and the midget and pirates should be taught alongside creationism, along with the story of the turtles and the earth being on the back of the great turtle Atuin, and many other very valid creation stories, as long as they're taught alongside the story of the flying spaghetti monster.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely equal validity.
With that, I agree with you. I think that we need to be teaching comparative religion in comparative religion class and science in science class. And
ramen.
Okay, ramen. Amanda, spoken like a true Pastafarian. Thanks a lot for the call.